Green light, go, go, go. Green light, go, go, go.
Hello everyone, welcome. Sorry about that little interlude between practice and quali. You've got to love this game. It is becoming increasingly tricky to use the spectator mode. It just seems to want to crash all the time. But you know, we'll make the best of it. We shall continue on. So yeah, welcome back for round 3 of the BoA GT3 Amateur Division. Last time out, we saw the drivers do battle around the WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. Today we're at Silverstone, once the site of a World War II RAF base, now considered by many the home of British motorsport, holding events such as the BoA GT3 Championship, F1 British Grand Prix and MotoGP. So yeah, it's 3.6 miles long with 18 turns, and we can expect lap times in the region of sort of 2 minutes race pace and maybe even lower for quali. Some aliens producing 1 minute 56 to 57. So we got a top time of a 1:59.1 at the moment. Sarge 154 driving the Porsche there. With its high-vis lime green livery. Floating through the air slightly there as well. I think maybe this game may have crashed there, unfortunately. But he's got plenty of time to jump back in. So riding along with Pancakes then, currently in P2. Almost half a second behind our current pole sitter, BoA Edwards. 158.779. So we've got Yorkshireman just crossed the line for a lap. So let's follow him around and see what he can produce. Through the Maggots and Beckett section then. And through Chapel onto the Hanger Straight. We head down to Stowe. Hit that apex, use all the track on the exit. We head down to the hard braking zone through Vale and up to the club section. And onto the newly named Hamilton Straight. F1 World Champion Lewis Hamilton getting knighted recently. Silverstone. Why not let's rename the straight after him, and well deserved, deservedly so. Yorkshireman then making his way through the loop, coming up to Aintree and onto the Wellington Straight. It's like a pretty tidy lap so far. Brooklands, and up to Luffield, and up to the last couple of turns now. A good exit here, down to the finish line, through Woodcote, over the line. Where we're gonna see P10, not too bad. Still a couple of seconds off, so maybe a couple of adjustments required in the pits before he goes out for another run. So we've got a couple of guys coming over. Chris in the Aston Martin. Quick guy here. He's currently sitting in P3 in the standings in the championship table. So much. Still well in the fight for the lead of the championship. So a good race today. Bring him closer to Hammer, currently at the top, who is also right behind him on track as we speak in that Bentley. Around Stowe Corner. Let's head on board with Dario through the Maggots and Beckett section. Driving a Porsche, really like that livery, that orange, really cool. Down the hanger straight then. He's got Pancakes closing in behind. Is that going to put him off? Needs to improve his quality time a bit if he wants to see himself further up the order. Pancakes is on a hot lap as well. Looks like he's just had to back off there. He's gonna jump to the pits and make another run. And hopefully a bit more space so that he can improve his time. Still BoA Edwards at the top then with a 1:58.779. Mario coming over the line. Unfortunately has not improved, so we'll stay in P17 for the time being. Stonkosaurus then, another title contender, currently sitting in P2 in the standings with 32 points. Stonkosaurus with 2 top 5 finishes so far. So a couple of really good performances from him. What are we going to see today? Hamilton straight then, through Abbey. Really quick turn this one. How brave he gonna be through there, the inside curb. Be a bit dodgy from time to time. I've certainly had a few incidents through there. Through the loop then. Oh dear, just gone a bit wide on the exit. And we're doing a bit of lawn mowing. It's going to rejoin safely. Top marks. They'll continue on to get another run. Got jump on board with Geisy then, who's just at the beginning of his lap, coming up to the Maggots and Beckett section. Geisy in a Ferrari today. Looking to improve on P17 as he makes his way onto the hanger straight and up to Stowe. Okay, so guys, coming up on the ultimate turn then. Left field and up to the final turn of Woodcut. And over the line. Currently P17. Geisy unfortunately has not improved. 55. Dario coming over the line. Again, unfortunately not improved. He'll stay in P18. 679. Stonkosaurus coming over. He'll stay in P5. A lovely drift there. Finishing his quali session in style. Gets us returned to the pits. Mark A. Chris. In the Bentley then. Is he going to complete this lap in time? And Wellington straight into Brooklands. He's cutting it fine. Should have enough time. Oh, he's just lost the rear a little bit. No, that's time then. So there we have it, pole position, a 1:57.8. A really good time there from BoA Edwards, closely followed by Pitbits, Sarge in P3, RHM Hammer P4, Stonkosaurus in P5, Pancake 6th, Tartflet 7th, Dazzler 8th, Red Apple 9th and Chris 10th, Patch 11th, Mark A. Chris 12th, Yorkshireman 13th, Lost Boy 14th, Bayside Snake 15th, Cybernote 16th, Geisy 17th, Dario 18th, Neil B 19th, with Racing Dutch in P20. So just to reiterate, guys, a 1:57.8. That's a really good time around Silverstone. Really good time. That sort of time we'll see Edwards shoot up the divisions. Okay, so I am going to have to back out of the race and jump back in to allow me to continue spectator mode. So bear with me, guys. So welcome back, guys. The drivers currently on their formation lap, getting some temperature into those tyres and brakes, ready for the start of this race. So for the guys that have just joined, this is round 3 of the BoA GT3 Amateur Division. 30 minutes of Silverstone. 3.6 mile long circuit with 18 turns. And your pole position. Driver is BoA Edwards, who put in awesome lap time of a 1:57.8. Was. So is he going to storm off into the distance? P2, I believe, was around a second behind in qualifying. Will P2 have better race pace? He might be really good on his tyres, and Edwards just chew through them. And you know, so anything can happen. We shall see. So the guys coming down the Wellington Straight. So we see some of the drivers there weaving, looking to get a bit of extra temperature, a bit of extra heat. Every little will help with grip. Going through the Maggots and Beckett section, you want all the grip you can going through there. Let's jump on board with front row guys then. So unfortunately pit bits will be starting from the pits. He's not readied up in time. Same with our P3 man. I'm not entirely sure what's gone on there, but they will not be happy with that.
Green light, give it all you can.
And we're off then, guys. Green lights. BoA Edwards cutting off Hammer there as we go through Cops Corner. Hammer then actually in second place. Looking very clean so far. Let's jump back down the order a little bit, get a view of the rest of the field. Ash then, making his way through, P11. Very clean and tidy so far. Let's jump on board with Bayside Snake in the Porsche as they make their way around Stoke Corner. Through Vale. The guys behind there look like someone took a lot of curb, but Guysy's looking good. Guys in P14. Let's jump back to the lead of this race. BoA Edwards still in P1. Coming through Village. Over a second ahead of Hammer now. Hammer slightly under pressure from Stonkosaurus. Stonkosaurus though hasn't got it easy. He has got the Lexus of Tartflet behind him. Closing in now 6 tenths behind. So there's our closest battle, Yorkshireman. Arcade Chris there, looking to go at the inside of Patch. We'll have the outside now. Patch maintaining position. Chris then feels the need to pit at this stage in the race. Through Maggots and Becketts. Hammer then. The dust kicked up from in front. BoA Edwards increasing the gap to 1.5 seconds now, but Dazzler looking to overtake Red Apple. Red Apple taking a defensive line. Shut the door on Dazzler. He's still there. Standing timing sheet, sorry. He says a 10th. Pulling out, making himself visible in the rearview mirror of Red Apple. Close enough this time around. Dazzler all over the back of Red Apple, but Chris now is looking a bit closer than second. Yeah, 7 tenths. Red Apple got a bit deeper than Dazzler there. Dazzler closes in. Just to take the outside line. We get the power down early enough to make the move stick. He's alongside Red Apple. Red Apple then keeping that defensive line, the inside here as we go through Cop's corner. Chris though, seeing an opportunity. He's alongside Dazzler now. And Chris, oh no! Chris! It looked so good, he was making his way through, but I think he's just sent it off there, unfortunately. No, he's still there. He must have just gone out of shot or something. I thought he'd gone off, but no, he's still in the fight. Chris, all over the back of Dazzler as we make our way down the hangar straight. Yorkshireman though sees the opportunity, the door was open and he makes his way through the inside. He's overtaking Chris. P7. Patch now. All over the back of Chris. Oh dear. Has Chris got damage? Seems to be going backwards this lap. Losing a couple of positions. Patch has made his way through as well. Jump on board with sideward note following Lost Boy Neo. There was a Porsche, I believe, in the background there. Is that Sarge? Just stopped on the side of the track there. Sarge having issues? Issues with the car or connection issues maybe? But he is continuing on. Let's jump on board with Dazzler then. Dazzler still battling Red Apple for that P4 position. Really good battling here today. Some close racing. No contact between these guys yet. Dazzler 2.5 tenths behind Red Apple. See Patch not too far behind, under pressure from Yorkshireman. So is Dazzler going to get a good enough exit here? Has he got enough in that Bentley to get alongside or even to send it up the inside? Not quite this time around. Yorkshireman though. So close to the back of Patch in front of him. Applying that pressure. Trying to force a mistake. These are the closest two battles on track at the moment, although the guys behind are also... That's it, Lost Boy Neo in hot pursuit of Bayside Snake. Lost Boy has got sideward note behind as well for company. These guys battling for the final points positions. Every point will count when it comes to the into the championship. So even if you are fighting for a point, maybe that point could be the difference. Racing Dutch unfortunately has lost it through cops. Got a car coming up behind. Number 10. It's going to get through okay. Just pulled right over to allow him through. Patch then. Just looking to overtake Red Apple. Yorkshireman has dropped back just a touch, 1.6 seconds the gap now. These guys spreading out a little bit. Dazzler pushing out front, bringing that gap to 1.8. Reducing the pressure on himself a little bit. So BoA Edwards then, still in the lead. Pretty comfortable gap of 2.5 seconds to Hammer, who's also driving the Bentley. Edwards getting a little bit sideward there. Hammer then P2. These Bentleys really strong around this circuit. Got 4 in the top 6. So it just goes to show different cars favour different circuits. This looks like the closest battle on track at the moment. Pack pretty spaced out. Stonkosaurus P11. Looks like sideward note behind, so I think Stonkosaurus has made an overtake there potentially. Timer sheets to catch up. These guys yet to pit. So I think that is a new thing for this race. Didn't have mandatory pit stops in the first couple of rounds, so management team at BoA feeling these guys are at a level now that we need to throw something else at them, so we'll put a mandatory pit stop in there. Stonkosaurus then closing in on the Ferrari ahead of him. Spoyneo in P9. Mirrors full of green as they make their way around Cops Corner. And into the Maggots and Beckett section. Stonkosaurus then in all that dirty air, losing a bit of the downforce. Stonkosaurus getting the exit, pulling alongside. Our way down the hanger straight now up to Stoke Corner. Stonkosaurus feels he's got the line, the grip to make it round the outside. He does, he's gotten through. Stonkosaurus moves up into P9, overtaking Lost Boy Neo. Plenty of time still, 16.5 minutes to go. Lost Boy Neo is still in the fight. So let's have a quick check of Sarge there. I think he's been in the pit for a while. I think he's retired, unfortunately. Really unlucky for him. Not too sure what happened. I think he started from the pit lane. So potentially he may have accidentally pressed the button there that's forced him into the pit. Stonkosaurus then moved up into P9. Slap making an awesome move around Stoke Corner, around the outside of Lost Boy. Looking to close in on Bayside Snake. Too far behind now, across the line. We shall see just how far behind. Just under 2/10. Well in striking distance. He has indeed moved up the order to P8.
Keep pushing.
Bayside Snake moving down to P9. Oh, I blinked for a second. Stonkosaurus had gotten his way through. He is on a charge. Lost Boy Neo then looking to get through Bayside Snake as well. Stonkosaurus making the move look easy. Lost Boy Neo fancies it. This is the closest battle on track at the moment. Patch though is closing in. Red Apple ahead of him. Let's jump there quickly. Making their way down the Wellington Straight into Brooklands. Get your braking right here, don't want to be understeering off. Opening that door, looks like Yorkshireman's done exactly that. He's got a gap behind him, so he's going to keep P7 for the time being though. Patch into the pits. Patch pitting, currently in P6. Car slowed down with the help of the barrier there. So Yorkshireman would have made his way through up into P6. So the battle here. Sideward note, driving the Nissan was behind Lost Boy Neo. As Lost Boy looks as though he is struggling. He's not made a pit just yet, so his tyres are probably at the end of life. Having a bit of trouble through the twisty section there. Lost Boy in P8. Grid pretty spaced out at the moment. BoA Edwards out in front then. to complete that 9. Staying out. Feels good on these tyres. Good on fuel, I imagine. Feels he can do another lap. Tartflet then coming into the pit this time around. So if I get a bit of fresh rubber on now, maybe I can close the gap to P1. Bringing strategy into play a little bit here. Dazzler then moving up into P2. Dazzler driving the Bentley. As I said earlier, the Bentley's looking strong here today at Silverstone. It seemed to be the go-to car for this circuit. E1 and 2 both in the Bentley. Sideward note just entering the pit as well. Lost Boy Neo then continuing on. Struggling last time around, but seems to have regained his rhythm. We'll continue on. Flat exiting the pit. Red Apple also. Just a couple of guys left to pit now. Top 3. Edwards P1, Dazzler P2, and Lost Boy Neo in P3. I'm sure those positions, the order will change though once everybody has pitted. Hammer then, currently in P5, but I think he's a net 2. Don't hold me to that. Let's wait until these final guys pit and we'll see just where he's at. P1 then, BoA Edwards hitting on this lap. On lap 11. I've had enough of this set. Get me off these. Need a bit more grip. Slow then, making his way through Maggots and Beckett's. So who have we not seen a lot of? Let's jump on with Mark A. Chris. Coming through Village and up to the loop. In P10. Good gap behind. Quite a bit of a gap ahead as well, so he's got some work to do to increase his points haul for this race. Excuse me. Lost Boy Neo then, hitting on this lap, currently in P3, but Hammer will be coming through. Hammer has crossed the line. The timing sheets are a bit slow today. Hammer then will be in P3, I believe, at the moment. Edwards P2. Dazzler out in front. Dazzler yet to pit though. Dazzler leading this race. Tartflet then closing in on Bayside Snake. Side currently running in P6. He has pitted. These guys are racing for position. So Dazzler, the lead of this race, has pitted. Edwards coming round the final couple of turns now. too far behind. 4-6. Lost Boy. Had an incident. Seeing the yellow flags waved there. He's gotten off again though. He's on his way. Tartflet, 6 tenths behind Bayside now. Stay on board with this. Closing in, applying that pressure. Coming over the line to start a new lap. Bayside Snake maintaining the racing line. Tartflet just pulling out, making himself visible. Oncoming fuel position. This battle for P6. Closest battle on track at the moment. Racing Dutch and P13 though is looking to make moves on the guy ahead of him. Neil B. Jump on with that battle shortly. This one though, Tartflet looks like he's setting himself up. A little wide on that exit, but will be carrying speed. He's going to make the move on the inside. There's a cutback though. Bayside Snake looking to make the cutback. He's on the outside now for this corner. Unfortunately has dropped back. They both go wide. Looking to carry as much speed through there. Through Abbey then. Tartflet has held P6. Let's jump on board with this battle. Will be a bit of pressure from Racing Dutch. These guys battling it out for the final points position. E12. Bayside Snakes still in the fight with Tartflet. Time sheet's just updated, so he is a little further behind. Racing Dutch though, he's got a good exit on Nilby down the Wellington Straight. Ping there, but Racing Dutch has taken the position on the inside into Brooklands. Nilby getting a little sideway. Carrying a bit too much speed through there. Racing Dutch up into P12, taking that final point. Coming through Copse Corner, quick turn here. Carry as much speed through as you can. Using all that track on the exit. Through Maggots and Beckett's, Neil B. Looking to regroup. Currently E13. Will look to retake that position from Racing Dutch and that point as well. Guys up front then. Hammer closing in on Dazzler. Top three driving the Bentley. Stonkosaurus closing in on Yorkshireman. Just increased a little bit there. Quite close enough for an overtake. Patchdown in P8. Tartflet has potentially had an issue there. Is that no? That is 986. Hit bits maybe. I think it's overtaking a back marker there. So Tartflet is still out front. This battle then for P7. Patch looking to overtake Bayside Snake. Pit Bits is closing in. He's looking to unlap himself, but he won't want to get in the way of this battle. But he won't want to hang on for too long either. Chris then. Battle here. E9, 10, 11. Chris closing in on Yorkshireman, but pressure from behind. Stonkosaurus in that Audi. Godzilla closing in on that Bentley. These guys then coming down the Hamilton Straight.
Right, man, leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Up through Abbey, Marker Chris. Oh dear, Yorkshireman. Oh no! He's just caught the grass there. Little bit of contact with Stonkosaurus, but Stonkosaurus has managed to get through okay. Marker Chris then into P9. Yorkshireman unfortunately has dropped down to P11. Still in a points position. We are on the final lap. We've got a battle here for second place. Hammer currently in P3. To take second place from Dazzler ahead of him. Time sheet showing half a second is the gap, just over half a second as we come up through Stowe. Redwoods though, comfortable lead out front. Looking to make a move, Dan. Switching sides. Back in onto the inside line. He's got the move done to perfection there. One side, then the other. Taking that position from Dazzler. Moving up into P2. Dazzler now in P3. Both these guys on the podium, but they will continue the fight right till the end. To the Wellington Straight then. Dazzler has dropped back down to a second now. Actually closing in on Bayside. Battle for P6 and 7. Burrow Edwards then finished the race. Race winner today, guys. BoA Edwards throwing down some donuts there. Hammer then coming through. Woodcut and over the line to take P2. Awesome race, awesome move through club section to take P2 away from Dazzler. Finishes in P3. Dazzler coming over the line. Hammer in P2, Dazzler in P3. Chris then coming over the line for P4. Tartflet close behind in P5. Really good race from these guys. Then in P6, Bayside Snake 7th, Red Apple in P8. Stonkosaurus coming over the line for P9. Marker Chris on P10. Mark A Chris, 10. Yorkshireman then coming over in a respectable P11. Unfortunately had a bit of an issue through the Abbey turn, just losing the rear. Lost a couple of positions there unfortunately, but he will come through in a points position today. And that will add to his tally for the championship. Racing Dutch then, P12, sideward note in P13 with Neil B close behind in P14. Dario, these guys still battling to the end. Dario, P15 guys in P16. And that's how it's going to end, with Lost Boy Neo coming up in P17. Fitbits in P18. Unfortunately, a lap down. I think he might have been one of the guys starting from the pits with the formation lap as well. I think when the race begins, you're already a lap down, so you're constantly having to let the guys through as you're being shown blue flags, unfortunately. So hopefully Pitbits will have a better timeout next week. Finishing P18 today. So top guys, BoA Edwards in P1, RHM Hammer P2 and Dazzler in P3 is the podium today. Really good racing from everybody up and down the grid. Bit of quite a bunched out pack there today, a spaced out pack. Quite a large number
Green
of
light, give it all you got.
Bit of a bigger circuit than last week's track, Laguna Seca. I believe is around the 1 minute and a half almost. 2 minute mark today. So yeah, quite a few more gaps on the track today, but a large amount of battling also. As we saw Hammer take P2 on the final lap there, some epic racing from those guys. So there we are, round 3 of the BoA GT3 Amateur Division. Next week we head to sunny Spain, Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Don't miss it. And that's it for me, guys, but don't switch off just yet. We've got the Pro Division race starting very soon, 8 PM on the BoA Racing e-racing team channel, so be sure to head over there for that. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Yep, be sure to jump on over to catch that pro race. So take it easy, guys, and we'll see you next time out.